guys, Jimmy here, and today I've got a special video for you. I've got my sorting system, which I've been working on for a little while now. So there's two designs, which I'm going to show you right now. So here they are. They're tillable, as you would expect, one wide, tillable, nice. So the two designs, the only difference is, as you can see, this one we only have 2 bits of redstone. This one we have 3 bits of redstone. The only thing that changes is the amount of items you need here to set your filter. Okay, so now let's go through the components. You need 2 hoppers and a chest to collect it in, as well as a comparator, 2 or 3 redstone, depending on which design you're building, 1 repeater, 1 torch, and 6 building blocks. So it's very low on resources, apart from the hoppers. So yeah, and the reason you'd choose between this, I would recommend this design right here. So I'll just sort of do that so you can see it. The reason for this is, even if you put 64 in here and the thing overspills because there's not enough room to keep on storing these items because your chest's full, then it won't interfere with any others, because as you can see here we're using single wire, so it doesn't start sending items through on different item filters. But if you can't spare those extra few items, you'll have to go with this one. Sorry, my voice is getting quite bad. I've just been getting over a cold. Anyway, so here's the beast all set up. As you can see, it's 5 blocks there with an extra one, which is the unsorted blocks. So if I go and put some blocks through the top, I'm just going to copy these. So I will just throw these in the top hopper. Actually, I'll make one higher, so we can just put them straight in like this. They instantly get sucked out. I'll get rid of that, and it's all gone now. Can break those, and so we've taken 1 block from everything, so we should see 1 block in each chest there. There we go, and no blocks there because we haven't sorted anything else. Now, 2 things to watch out for. 1, as you can see here, I've put in some sandstone. Now you can put anything there, as anything you want, as long as there's one, not a full stack, just one of it. And the only thing I would say is you should have this being your first thing you're filtering out. So in this example, I should theoretically be having my first item here set to sandstone. And the reason it's the first is because that's the one the hoppers go over first. The reason for this is if I was to have to chuck in some sandstone, it would get into here, and then that would affect how the filter works. And you don't want to mess with that. Anyway, shall we go through the dynamics now? So what happens is, when there is 41 items and 4 extra filling blocks, then this is this long. It takes up, the comparator powers for 2 blocks of redstone, and all working fine. Then once it gets above 41, then the redstone signal will go onto this block here, and it won't spread because that's an extra block. So if you can see, that's from this comparator for the grey wool, there's 1, 2, 3. But if I wanted to power the one next to it for this one and mess up this one, I'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and even with 64 grey wool, we can't get enough signal out the back to power this block. In other words, with this design, you can't overlap your signals. So then once that actually reaches the final block, it gets picked up by these repeaters, inverts this torch, and this torch then sends its current up through this block above it and into this hopper there. And when that hopper isn't powered because it's inverted, it can then freely let items flow through, and the item flows through from up top here into this chest and fills it up. So yeah, that's how it works. Once again, make sure you filter out sandstone before this stage. So right, let's go and show you the tutorial for building it. Right, I'm going to show you the recommended design. So I'm just picking up some resources. Ooh. It's very easy to make. You can probably already build it from now, just being able to see it, but I'll go through it anyway. So start off by doing 3 blocks like that and putting a repeater in. Then don't break the ground, just break those. There we go. Put a torch there. Put 2 blocks like this. and then you put your first, you can put a block in there and put in your first chest, or only chest in this case. Then make sure you press shift, you're holding down your shift key or sneak key, or crouching or whatever you want to call it. Build up like this, and you take your comparator out, there we go, and you do that. So that's the hard wiring. Now what you need to do is you need to set your filter. Now, you could put your chest there if you really wanted to. The only thing I'll say about putting your chest here and not putting some space between it is if you used a powered chest, you can open it up, power the hoppers, and then that will stop the filter being able to filter the items through. That shouldn't cause any lasting damage to any other filters, but you will have it's possible to have your blocks that should be filtered going into the unfiltered space if you do that for any prolonged period of time. But you should be fine. But anyway, that's how you do that, and then you have your hopper chain on the top. You can just put one like this. There we go. Perfect. Now we need to set our filter. So once again, you can put whatever you want in here to fill up these 4 spaces. Wait, you need to fill this hopper first. So you can put it with anything else, but it should be the first filtered item, otherwise it will mess up. So I'm just going to clear my inventory, and we're going to do redstone because I like redstone. Now you need 6 stacks, or just under 6 stacks, 5 stacks and 41. So you put all your first 5 stacks in the bottom hopper, or the hopper there, I don't know, adjacent to the nearest block. So you fill that up, and you put in a full stack there if you want to be quick, or technically just 41. But if you put in a full stack, it will quickly go through. And then just to fill that up, hopefully before that the amount of redstone dips below 41. So now we have 41 redstone, which we need. Filled up these spaces with sandstone. That's filled up. A few came through. That's the ones that were not needed from the 64 I put in. And now if you put some redstone in the top, like this, they'll filter through, get to this space here, and get sucked downwards. And as you can see, it's filling up instantly, going down, and you can see it flashing at the back here. If you were to have a trap chest opening, what you'd effectively do is stop the flow, and these items here will build up. But like I say, if you're using this design, that shouldn't matter at all. The only effect that it would happen is that the items that you should be filtering out will be going to the unfiltered space, because it literally just can't fit anymore in that slot. But anyway, that's it for today, so I hope you enjoyed watching. That is the Minecraft filter system, and I'll see you later.